Okay then, Daryl, we're going to Magic Weekend off the back of the Catalan game last week. You've had a week to reflect on it. What's your analysis of that game?
Well, obviously we started pretty poorly, and Catalan managed to score in the first set of 6, and then they built up a lead leading into half time, which was a pretty tough one for us to reel back in. But we did a pretty good job in the second half, and we were unlucky with Daryl Clark's disallowed try not to be level at 36 all with about 9 minutes to go. But overall, I thought defensively we were a little bit sloppy in the first half, and that gave Catalan too much room to manoeuvre, and their forward pack got over the top of ours. And so yeah, we're disappointed really that we couldn't come out with a win in the game. Overall, I don't think we deserved to win it, but we came within a whisker of it, and that shows the team's got a lot of ability. But certainly the defensive side of our game is something that we need to continue to improve.
And it's a good opportunity to put it right at Magic Weekend this weekend.
Yeah, we've got a good opportunity against another good side. Wakefield have lost a couple of games over in Hull over the last couple of weeks, but they've got a lot of attacking threat. So defensively we're going to be tested. Obviously they conceded a fair few points last week as well at OKR. And we'll be looking to try and isolate their weaknesses and obviously stiffen ourselves up a little bit.
And just looking forward, before the Catalan game, although you said you weren't going to make too much noise about it, you said the playoffs was a realistic target. Still believe that?
Well, St Helens knocking Leeds off makes it a little bit harder, and it always was going to be a tough challenge for us, and we're going to need to win games consistently. I think we need to win this week to give ourselves an opportunity. Because the more you lose games, the further people get away from our teams get away from you. So I think it's a significant game for us. I think we need to win this week, and the players need to show the desperation that's needed in order to do that against a team who can score points. And Tim Smith is a pivotal figure for them, and he's involved in just about all their good work. People like Benny Cockayne get them off on the front foot, and they've got some really good players, and they've got some stability about them as a team. So it'd be a challenge for us, but I do think we need to win the game if we're going to continue to talk about potentially reaching top 8.
I suppose though, if you want to be sensible, you have to take it one game at a time, and I suppose you're just wanting to get that first win under the belt, really.
Well, that'd be nice, yeah. It's obviously last week was the first game. It's been quite interesting the time I've been here, because we've been away to Catalan, which is a different week. We've got the Etihad and the press conferences that throws up, and then we've got London away next week without looking too far ahead. So it's been an interesting roller coaster ride, and the earlier that we can get the first win, then the better we'll feel about ourselves, and the more confidence we can take into to our next game.
I suppose you've not really unpacked your bags, really, have you? Been on the road
so much. Yeah, it's been a bit of a tumble dryer, and then, like I said, we're at London next week, so that's an overnight stay as well. So it's I haven't seen much of my wife and family over the last 2 weeks, but I'll get there. Well, Raki's back, which is great for us. Really experienced player who's got a massive amount of leadership and respect within the group. So really pleased that he's back. Lee Gilmore's been struggling a little bit with injury recently, and so it gives him a little bit of a break, and hopefully he can come back refreshed and look to get back into the team. So the team's been consistent for a few weeks now, and I think we've got a little bit of freshness coming back into it. I thought Grant Millington was excellent last week. And he starts at prop, and Keith Mason drops out of the starting team. So there's a couple of changes in there, but not too much. I still think there's some continuity to the team.
It's a good stage. What are your thoughts on the Magic Weekend as a concept?
Yeah, I think it's great that the whole rugby league family comes together in one weekend. It's a fantastic venue, but it's in Manchester, and I know it's been used in the past to take it to outlying areas. It's been in Scotland, it's been in Wales. Whether that's a better use of the weekend, then I don't know. I know there's a lot of travelling involved for fans, and that can have a bit of an impact. But I think overall it's a really good concept, and The thing with rugby league is that we don't tend to stick with things too long, and we haven't done in the past. And if they continue to stick with this concept, then hopefully it'll continue to grow, and the crowds will swell as the years go by.